Warning. This video centers around death-defying stunts and will be considered graphic to certain audiences. The people featured here are highly trained professionals and have dedicated much of their lives to making videos of this nature. Serious injury or death could occur from attempting anything you are about to see. Do not try this at home. All right, cheers everybody, good morning. So we are here bright and early to pick up a special guest who will be staying with us the next couple days. Khyler Vick. He just flew in from Utah, Salt Lake City, and landing in Newark International Airport. And we are doing our second vlogcast today for season 2. And I don't even know, I'm so tired right now. Today was a crazy morning. I woke up at like 4 a.m. because I had to go to the airport. Walked out, picked up all the cameras and everything from the garage, and started walking in the kitchen, you know, past the outdoor catio deck, and I just see like this big ass cat walking across. At first I thought it was Crow because the thing was huge, and I'm like, holy shit, that's not a cat, there's a freaking raccoon. In our closed-in deck. I kind of freaked out, I'm not gonna lie, but we've been having a problem where these raccoons were coming into the back room in our house because we had a cat door. And this little guy was just like, not that little first of all, but he was just cruising through and trying to get all the food. So I can show you the footage of that. He can just go through there? Dude, he can just go through there?
I didn't know that.
How did that happen? So we have to put...
What's wrong with Crow just sitting there, dude?
He's just chilling with them. I was wondering why they were all like hanging out there. And just like looking around, and I was like, what are they all doing? Like, I get that there's no food there, and then I looked over and he was just like this, just like cruising across like one of the cats. Like, he literally was acting like one of the cats.
His hair just fell down from the roof.
Like, he's not fighting them. He wasn't fighting them or anything. They were just like
raccoons
all...
are like similar.
Yeah, but you can't have that going on.
You daddy's gotta feel. Oh! Hi, buddy. He doesn't like the light. Crow just went out, man. Hi, buddy.
What's he doing, dude? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this, Crow? Why is he doing this?
He doesn't like the light.
What's he doing out there?
Apparently eating the cat food, so it needs to be like locked down.
Do you think he can crawl through this little area? Did you know that they could do that? The hole's like this big.
Well, I feel like cats can technically do that. Well, maybe not our cats. Except for like Butter. Well, Butter's fat too.
We're
No,
so mad.
Damn, how can he fit through that hole actually? I think a piece of it, because specifically on that side, is like lifting, can like lift up and down. I don't know. But. Insane, right? Damn. He can come through this way. I think he got scared and went out that way. I think he comes down from here. Pretty hectic morning. I just drove about maybe 40 minutes. Second 7-Eleven, the first one did not have coffee, so this is going to be my first sip of coffee for the day. Not bad, actually, pretty good. So I have about like 50 minutes drive, pick up Khyler, and the day is going to begin. So I'm going to be vlogging the entire day, and we are going to hop in the podcast studio and do a full podcast all about Khyler's life, about his stunts, and any other questions and stuff that comes up, stories, how we met,
So stay tuned, this is gonna be good. And yeah, let's do it. Let's hit the road. Just arrived at the Newark airport. It is an absolute insanity here.
So yeah, if you're wondering what I'm doing in New Jersey, the homie Tucker actually flew me out here to do his podcast, do some vlogging, do some stunting. And if you don't know who Tucker is, he's an old homegrown stunt guy from way back. I'm actually his age now. When we first met when I was 18, which is kind of crazy. Maybe I'm older, I don't know. It's been a while, but he's definitely somebody I looked up to while getting into homegrown stunts, so.
The concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Now you're in New York.
'Cause we're in Newark.
What is this person trying to do right here, bro? No way, there he is, the boy.
Yo, what up?
Dude, no he didn't. No he didn't. Dude, no way, this is crazy. 'Cause we're in New York.
Concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
Dude, the most traffic I've ever seen in my life. All right, we secured the package.
Dude's like, can you pull up? Where? The guy was pissed.
Yeah, but dude, they have no control over this place.
No. Madhouse. Oh, there we go. That's what we like to see.
Bro, this guy trying to like pull in next to me too? Alright, that was easy enough though.
No, yeah, that was.
But holy shit.
Fuck trying to actually get a spot and wait.
The only thing of it is, Philadelphia's closer by like 25 minutes, but
more expensive.
The flights are wild, and they had yours was a direct flight, right?
Yeah,
because the connecting flights were like so much cheaper, but they're like 13 hours, like from even just what you did right now is too much.
You're a god for getting me a direct flight.
No, you have to do it. There's no respect in life without a direct flight.
I mean, you did get me a red eyes, but
oh yeah, but that was for your protection.
That was for fun.
Slight left.
No, because I figured if you wanted to do the whole day, then it was worth it.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good.
In a quarter of a mile, continue straight.
I down to Celsius, so we're chilling.
Dude, we made it to the service area. Fresh from Salt Lake City.
How long is that drive?
Oh, still from here to there?
Yeah.
It's only like 20 minutes more. It's like an hour and 40 though. That's why I wanted you to go to Philadelphia, but it just wasn't working. It's crazy that I got a whole bunch of these from the auction and I sold them like hotcakes, these containers.
How much?
Just 5 each, but I had like 100. So I was just selling them like crazy.
Americano.
Iced?
Iced. A little bit of oat milk.
I'm the hot coffee guy.
See, at home, hot coffee, chilling on the front porch, black, with my cat.
Oh, because you can make it at your house?
Yeah, just like, I make it on the pot, and then I just like sip on the hot coffee like all day.
And it's so good.
Yeah, I love doing that. But
I usually do like a French press in the morning.
There you go. That's
at home, but recently, today I got what did I get? I got a Sunoco coffee actually, and that wasn't that great, but
I wouldn't imagine.
Actually, I stopped at this one and they didn't have any coffee made because it was like 4 a.m.
Dude, yeah, I was thinking about how early you had to be up to come pick me up.
And then these Sammys are not good, but wow, they go down easy. Do you know what I'm saying though? No way does it look like that. We haven't made it back to the house yet, but we're gonna grab this mattress right here so Khyler can sleep on it later tonight.
Smells good.
Is it all right?
Checks
For real?
out. Yeah.
What do you think that is?
Honestly, smells good. It smells fine.
What is that, you think?
That's definitely fucking piss or squirt. No.
Or someone might have died on this mattress, bro. Do you think this is a nice pad?
Dead vibes? I think, like, realistically, this is okay.
But for like a layer,
good, like, base layer, I think, or something. Like,
this is
it's springy, which is good.
I would say keep it. Let's get it. This is keepable. Is it heavy or not?
No.
All right, so obviously he's a stunt man. I don't have an air mat or anything, but we're gonna collect supplies for the high fall. So that's one of the mats.
Mattress 1.
This is nice.
Great. How are you?
I'm good. How was your flight?
Honestly, the flight was horrible. I could not get a wink of sleep.
Nope.
Thanks for the red eye.
I mean, you can sleep now if you want.
No.
We just got that
many claims.
We
bro.
just got that mattress.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll just pull it out in the yard and you can just take a nap real quick.
That's not a bad idea.
Finley, look who it is.
Hi, Finley. What up? High five?
She did. She will do it. Give him a high five. High five.
High five?
She's too mesmerized by your mustache.
Yeah, she's like...
Is that because you're the Lorax?
Probably. I do speak for the trees. How about the long hair? No?
The trumpet is doing magic.
Sorry. Does this guy normally leave his keys in the truck, or what? Begging to get stolen. This place is pretty chill though. Pretty stoked. I'm gonna get rad, have a good time.
He's sleeping. It was a long flight, boys and girls. The red eye from Salt Lake City to Newark, New Jersey. So I'm just setting everything up for the podcast. I'm doing some editing from a different video, and today we are going to shoot the Khyler Vick VLOGCAST.
All right, got a little nappy in, and we're gonna see what shenanigans we can get up to, hopefully.
All the way here from Salt Lake City just to sleep.
Yeah. I'm just fucking counting crows.
Literally.
Do you remember that?
No, because I was just sleeping the whole time. I remember the counting, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
This guy's ready for you, though.
Here's an idea. This little guy off there into here. We'll see.
All right, we're officially recording. Go ahead.
All right, Strange Ox Season 2, Khyler Vick.
There it is. The man himself introducing himself. So what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of our podcast. We're actually going to call it a podcast, but it's kind of like a vlogcast because we're going to show some footage you guys already saw of me picking him up from the airport, getting coffee, whatever. But here we are, the infamous, becoming infamous, Khyler Vick, all the way from Utah, Salt Lake City, in the house.
What's up?
How was your flight, dude?
Brutal. Thank God you got me a red eye. You know, it was super good timing. Fuck it. Did not get a wink of sleep, but we're good. We're chilling.
Did you not sleep?
No, I tried, bro. I ended up just watching Evil Dead, and I think that gave me nightmares or something.
Dude, he was sleeping for like 8 hours in the other room.
That's not true.
I have a picture of
I got like 2 hours of sleep. No, I'm not complaining. No, when people ask how was the flight, dude, flying sucks. It's never like an enjoyable experience where you're like, dude, I loved the flight. Because you never like first class. Do you ever love
how far is it?
It's only like a 4-hour flight, but like 3.5, 4 hours in the air. It wasn't bad. No, I'm just
no, I have not a fear of flying so much as like last time we flew from California to Philadelphia.
That's a long flight.
Our plane engine caught on fire and they had to land the plane in Pittsburgh.
Why are you lying right now?
He's not
I'm just
lying.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
It actually did.
That's
It's
crazy.
scary.
That would actually like make me probably cry a little bit. Were you like just scared to death? Like I would think I'm gonna die if I saw or knew the jet engine was just on fire. I'd be like, this is it. We're going down. Because that actually happened
Okay,
to me.
so they didn't tell us at first. They basically said everything's totally fine, but we landed in Pittsburgh instead of Philadelphia. On the land, it's like 6 hours away, but in the sky, it's like 20, 30 minutes. So we realized like there's no way they're landing this plane emergency landing if there's not a problem. And then we got to the runway, and there was fire trucks already driving next to the plane, spraying the plane down with water.
Oh shit! So
because the engine was on fire, but they just didn't want to tell us.
they were able to keep it under wraps because, dude, if they would have said that anything was wrong, like you guys would have been freaking out. Like I know
We were losing it.
even before did you guys know?
Yeah, because she was smelling it and being like,
okay.
"Yo, it smells like something's burning." Before they
Everybody
even
was sleeping on the plane. I feel like I was the only one that was awake.
I feel like once like the feeling of fear like hits the air, everybody starts looking around. You getting paranoid, and you're like, "Is something wrong?" And then nobody's saying anything. You're just kind of like observing like the flight attendants, and you're like
Yeah.
thinking the worst. Like we're just gonna die right here. But
it was one of the scariest experiences of my life.
that
for
is
sure.
terrifying. But I normally don't mind flying. Last night I was just fidgety. Like I just couldn't get comfy. I was like just trying to like I don't know get some rest because I knew since it was like a red eye, I wasn't gonna like be able to get like an actual night's rest coming in from 11 to 6 a.m.
Who dropped you at the airport?
I Ubered.
You Ubered from your crib to the airport?
Yeah, it's only like $20.
Oh, that's
It's
not bad.
crazy.
That's
No,
not
it's
bad.
like a fucking 15-minute drive. No, I normally like kind of enjoy flying because it's just like relaxing. But sometimes when I'm like, I have the restless legs and just fucking get super fidgety. But enough of flying talking.
All right, so yeah, so the reason, well, first and foremost, the reason I wanted to bring Khyler on is because he does extremely gnarly, I would say, death-defying stunts on YouTube, and his Instagram is blowing up. But here's his YouTube channel right here. Is this the third or fourth channel you had?
Okay, so technically it's the fourth but one of them was like a silent, like hidden backup that I was using for Patreon. Even that one got yanked. I had only unlisted videos on there, and somehow the man still like takes it down. Shit gets like, it's so hard.
Somebody must have reported it then.
100, which is crazy. How can you report unlisted videos? Like it was only linked to the Patreon, which you'd think only fans are going to watch these videos, and they are still. I don't get it. So yeah, I'm on my third like official public YouTube channel, and this one's honestly on its way out. I've just recently gotten 2 strikes on it and like 9 videos removed. So yeah, like you said, death-defying videos. YouTube does not like the dangerous or self-harmful videos.
Nope.
And it's like, I don't go into stunts like wanting to fucking die or get majorly hurt. I just sometimes accept that that could happen and do my best to avoid injury as much as possible. But like with that tree jump, that was one of the few stunts where I was like, I really don't know how the outcome is going to be. Like sometimes you see the future and you're like, okay, yeah, I see myself walking away from this stunt. I see like everything being fine. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen if I'm going to be okay.
Tree jump was crazy.
It was like,
Have you seen it fully?
Not the full.
Let's just-
we can watch the full video if we want.
We'll just watch is the stunt in kind of the beginning of the video?
It'll take maybe a minute, 2 minutes tops to get to the stunt.
All right, we'll
And
watch
it's
it.
an 8-minute video. It's pretty quick.
We'll watch
had
the
fun.
stunt so that they know what's going on, and then we'll show it too. But I just wanted to say real quick, like I think internet stunts are misunderstood.
Yeah.
And when you see a stunt that's almost similar or even more dangerous in a movie, people don't look at it the same way as if you're doing the same stunt, even
Right.
if you took just as much precaution and thought it out
It could be
and
the
did
same
it
thing.
safely.
Mhm.
It's just not seen in the same light. So
The people just think I'm just some like crackhead, just some idiot with a death wish that like
He's not a crackhead, by the way, guys. And
Or
I would
meth.
know. Trust me.
And honestly, people are probably more baffled that I do this type of stuff completely stone cold sober. Like that's almost even more fucked up that I don't have like any real reason to like drive to do something insane other than I just really want to. Like I just want to do stunts. It's like what makes me tick. So let's watch this.
What does make you
There's a
tick?
fly in here, guys, and it's driving my OCD.
All right, let's go. We'll go to the stunt so these guys can get an idea
I need
of
a
what
fly
this.
swatter. I'm just gonna catch him.
This internet might be real slow in here though, so we'll see.
I think I'm ready, guys.
All right, this is a sick part. Gonna have to cut this though. This gets copyrighted.
The music, yeah. I don't even know if you use this
Nick,
audio
those
right now.
glasses though?
Yeah,
Different set or?
different set. I lost him on this jump. I don't even know what happened to him.
So what is that 4 stories?
Yeah. We guessed it's about 40 feet high. 30,
Are you
30.
scared?
Yeah, but when you do stunts, you gotta like turn the fear off. But yeah, I was absolutely terrified.
How do you turn the fear off? Oh my gosh.
What?
Like,
You didn't plan on hitting that fence?
fuck. No, I did not plan on hitting the fence, but everybody I showed like pictures of the tree to like warned me, the fence, bro. That fence looks sketchy. Don't do the jump.
But you would have landed on the ground if you didn't hit the fence,
Yeah.
right?
Dude,
Wouldn't that have been like worse?
The fence is like a weird like savior, and it like I
Yeah.
think the fence is
That's
what
what I said to you when I first saw it.
the fence was a weird omen because everybody like that I was close to was like they noticed the fence even more than I did or cared about it. They're like, the fence is sketchy. I was like, I'm just gonna get stuck in the tree like I mostly do when I do a tree job. I wasn't worried about it. And then the way I landed on the fence was probably the most comical way you could like land, in the fact that I didn't have any broken bones, didn't have any internal bleeding. The only thing that I would say was like the gnarliest was my balls were black and blue for a couple weeks, but kind of like that one time when the first time I came to PA.
Okay, yeah. So I've known Khyler since 2014. Like personally knew him. I've known it before that, just from like talking to him online. So there's like in the early 2000s to like 2015, there was. I mean, there still is, but there was a heavy group of people all over the United States and all over the world, for that matter, but mostly based in the United States, that did homegrown stunts. And Khyler's actually one of the last of a dying breed, to be honest. But I was involved in the community, and a lot of people watching know that I've done stunts basically my whole life. Not anymore so much, but basically all the people from different places around the country would meet up and film videos together because there's only so many people that do stuff like this.
Yeah. It's a very niche thing to do. Like, we all kind of know each other in like the underground homegrown stunt community. It's like anybody who's like worth talking about, we all respect each other and like know about each other. And you can name like iconic stunts from like each person in different regions, but it's like really like East Coast heavy, honestly, with most of the crews.
That's true.
exist.
That's true.
Like, I can't think of any other like Salt Lake City, like Utah crews, but there's like a good handful of Pennsylvania, New Jersey crews. At least like back in the day, there's like a few, right?
Yeah,
But-
yeah. And like you guys have seen Crazy Mike in our videos not that long ago. He did a stunt in a video. So Crazy Mike was one of them. Him and he had We Play Crazy. And then Khyler, actually, you guys were the blow up guys originally, or was that not the name?
The name's so fucking funny. So I would say the official name was Blockheads, but it was weird, tricky times. I started back in late 2011, October 2011 was when I uploaded my first YouTube video. But we didn't know what we were officially calling ourselves at the time. We were gonna almost, we almost called ourselves Dumb Bass, and the logo was gonna be a fish, like dumbass, dumb bass. The stupidest idea, but I was like 15.
Whose idea was that?
Mine. Horrible.
You should bring that back for your new channel.
Terrible, dumb bass, terrible idea. And
That
then
really was a bad idea.
it was silly, but we were like kids trying to like figure it out. It was a horrible. And then the way we came up with Blockheads was I like pressed shuffle on my iTunes catalog, and the song Blockhead by DRI popped up. That's literally how we came. We're like, all right, let's just each like press shuffle on our fucking like music on iTunes, see if we get any ideas from that. And it sounds so like fake and ridiculous, but Blockhead was the name that we ended up wanting to stick. It makes sense. Like, the only definition for that, like in the dictionary, is a stupid person. I was like, that's perfect.
I mean, that's a good name.
And like I drew the logo I had was a fucking like stick figure seagull holding a sword because like the Utah bird is a seagull. So I was like, all right.
I did not know that. I love seagulls.
Yeah, I heard some earlier today out here. They're fucking loud out here. It's funny that the California seagull is the Utah state bird. Like it doesn't make sense, but so that's what we're going for. And then this company from Awesome Miss TV, or they're called Awesome Miss TV, who's now been bought out by like Viacom and Sony and all these other big companies. But when they were first getting started, they reached out to us to be a part of their show. Like they had like a YouTube channel that had like other branches out, like different people doing different things, like sub channels. And I think they were going for people who blew stuff up. So they already had the name Blow Up Guys. See, there's me and the boy Tyler. Don't watch this one. Go back. Go out. Leave this one. This is so cringy. The pranks.
Oh,
so
let's watch it.
No, go back. Go back. Wait, let me explain myself really quick.
Just continue.
No. So Blow Up Guys, they already had.
No fun.
We will. Let me cringe in a minute, but it's so bad. I feel like some of them I've never rewatched.
How old were you in that video?
16. I was 16 when Blow Up Guys was a thing. I was 15 when we first started making videos, and then like 3 months after I uploaded my first video, I was being contacted. Back when you could like get DMs on YouTube, this company wanted us to be a part of their whole thing. And they already had the name Blow Up Guys, whatever. And we had blow dart videos that were hilarious. Like we tried to pierce my friend's ear with a blow dart, but it ended up getting stuck in his fucking head. And we like couldn't pull it out. And I think that's how they found us, was like the keywords blow up, blow dart. And they're like, well, we already have all these ideas and these acronyms, bug, Blow Up Guys, that we don't want to like give them a real good name. Because they're like, what do you want to be called? And we all came to the consensus, Blockheads is like kind of what we've been calling ourselves. Can we do that? And the producers were like, nah, that's too close to Jackass. I think we'll call you Blow Up Guys. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. We don't even...
Wow, that was a bad call.
We don't use pyrotechnics. We don't blow things up. We're also 16. Like, we're not scientists. Like, this doesn't make sense. We're not like Dr. Danger.
I feel like Blockheads is such a good
Blockheads
name.
is sick, but like I literally I don't get it. And it started off like very stunt heavy. Of course, that's what we did. And then over the span of a year is all we filmed with him. It went from stunts and pranks to only pranks. And I hate public prank videos. And this is actually the CIA prank right here, is just a full-on ripoff from like I think Ed Bassmaster. I don't know if you remember that guy.
I do. He still puts videos up. Yeah.
Whoever was like coming up with ideas.
They
for
steal
the show,
ideas all the
They would
time.
just steal ideas
Yeah.
and then make kids do them, which was even weirder.
And you guys were underage, and they were just making you do CIA pranks.
16. It was just so cringy. I mean, I was doing my best to make it like chill, but let's watch episode 1 because Joe Franz actually filmed and edited episode 1.
Joe Franz is the guy who filmed CKY, right?
Yeah, Joe Franz filmed CKY 3 and 4. I don't think 2K, and he filmed Jackass 2, 3, and I don't know if he did 4. He filmed all of Viva La Bam, so like he had huge ties in like the CKY Jackass world. So it was like honestly an honor that they had him come out and film our stuff, and he seemed to like it.
Wait, where's the episode 1?
Type in Blow Up Guys yummy seagull poop.
Wait, why aren't we watching? Oh, you want to do 1 first? Okay.
I feel like it's a better introduction and less
yummy seagull poop.
So this was your first. Was this your first? You were already uploading on YouTube before this, though, right?
Yeah. But this is on their channel.
So this is the crazy part. So he has now videos on his Instagram that have, well, one of them has like 20 million views, but you were like viral 11 years ago on YouTube. 400,000 views is so crazy. That would be like the equivalent of millions now because there were so many fewer people.
Right.
And viral then, and then went through like a stage of just grinding for like 10 years. And then now you're more viral than you've ever been.
I didn't get any of like the fans or views from this video. And the thing is, this was a re-upload because Awesome Miss X was after. They uploaded our videos Awesome Miss TV, and they're like, well, we're gonna put you in a different category. So this isn't even the official views. Like they probably were higher when they did the first uploads, and then they're like, we're gonna do an extreme sub channel for you guys. I don't know. It's all fucking complicated and stupid.
They couldn't handle the stunts though. That's why they had to switch to pranks. Oh, this is only 4 minutes. Oh, all right. We can watch some of this. I never saw this. I don't think. I may have, but I'm not sure. Dude, that's you.
Yeah.
Wait, that's you.
16.
Bro. No, you don't look that different. That was hard. That was a hard fall.
Dude, no padding.
Does he stunt still?
Every once in a while he'll come out of retirement. He definitely doesn't. He was just in it for the...
And that's your brother,
That's
right?
my bro, yeah.
I met him before a few times.
He was down. He was always just down to hang out and help. That was some Blockheads footage they used. You can see the
Iron
CKY
Maiden, dude?
style filming. Like this is all France shooting this.
So were you being told what to do, or you're just doing it?
Right here, we're just doing it. Like this is I love jumping into trees and that style.
So 11 plus years ago, you were jumping into trees, as you can see, and now your career is based solely off of jumping into trees.
I would have been glad if it was known the whole time though, not because people don't realize I've been doing it for a decade, and I don't know. I don't care that I'd rather have it be known for jumping into trees than the barbed wire trampoline, because that was dude, this one was fucked up.
That's you.
Yes.
You have
braces, yeah.
Bro. Should have packed it in a while ago, boys.
Dude.
Aww.
That hurt. That
Yeah,
hurt.
oh, yeah, horrible.
That was
you?
terrible.
I was 16.
Bro.
16. Okay.
No way.
Dude.
All right, so there it is, guys.
Tug of war, horrible
If
idea.
anybody's trying to check out the CIA prank, just go on there and... Dude, we turned the AC off and it's so hot.
It's okay.
All right, so
It's hot in here.
the first time I met Khyler in real life, I was late to the shoot. They had been in Pennsylvania. I guess they were filming already for a day or two. And I came up, and then we did a week of filming after I showed up and filmed a whole bunch of different stunt content. But the very first time I met Khyler, his balls were the size of a freaking basketball. I'm not kidding at all. I don't know if I can show the picture in here. I probably can't, but
You know what's funny is I have this picture saved in my favorites.
just show Sammy and her
see it.
reaction will just be enough.
I promise my penis is bigger than it is in this picture. It's just my balls are so big
it's
that
a
it
grower,
makes it
not a shower.
Yeah. It's insane.
I understand. No judgment on
All
over
right,
here.
you ready?
Oh my god.
That's when it already went down a little.
Yeah. The
my
swelling had started going
gosh.
down, but the discoloration went way up. It's like a yin and
The
yang.
discoloration is wild.
It's literally the darkest,
It looks like a plum.
the darkest shade of purple you can imagine. On
It
a
looks like a plum.
No, what do you mean purple? That's just straight up black.
just black and blue. Just
Oh my god.
horrible, bro.
Did it hurt? Did your,
No, the initial pain felt like a really bad nut shot, and then it went away. So it wasn't like I was going out the whole day or week with swollen nuts that hurt. They were just swollen. So I'm chilling with a fucking jock strap or
Yeah, remember
tiny
we
weight.
had to go and pick it up.
Yeah, we went.
And
to the
wait,
sports
when
store.
you did it on the bike obstacle course, right?
Yeah.
So it was not a stunt, technically.
Technically, no, it was an accident, but we did film it, luckily. So it was, we were just riding bikes on these little trial obstacles made of 2x4s and 2x6s and cinder blocks, and I just caught an edge weird, and one end of the handlebar went into the ground, the other end went straight into my balls with all my body weight on top, like nothing. We could probably show the clip. I can show
we'll
it.
show
It right
for
here.
sure. I was going to say, though, it's weird because when I was I don't know, 10 or 12 years old, I actually was riding a bicycle and the front reflector had broken off. So there was just a jagged piece of metal. And I ran into a parked car by accident and the steering wheel flipped around and cut my ball sack. And I actually got stitches on my nutsack.
I've never heard this
Oh,
story.
I heard that story.
That's crazy.
I
That's the story
forgot about it. And then
How do you forget about getting your ball sack cut open?
Dude, I was so young,
That's
but
crazy.
everything with my balls was like fine, and the doctor was like, nah, it just literally hit you enough to just cut the sack open. Like obviously the balls would have just like fell out if I let them, but I was just like holding them and screaming this is terrible, like the worst thing that could happen.
Ew.
But yeah, it's damaging your nuts ain't right.
Yeah, bro, my nuts are still discolored from that tree jump fence hit that we just saw a minute ago. Like they were black and blue for a couple weeks. Like
They're not healed
like
fully.
real bad black and blue. There's like a permanent discoloration in my balls. It's just kind of concerning a little
I
bit.
mean, don't you feel bad for your balls?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I just almost like ignorance is bliss. I don't
But like,
pay
why
attention.
can't you wear something like it? Like, why can't you put like a shield on your?
The box just fell.
That's all right.
Our
We can
shade.
live. We can
That
live
scared me. I
without
thought
that.
somebody-
It's ironic because, like, as I was saying, like I've been trying to be as healthy as I can, and then the urge to hit my vape hit me. It's like that's so unhealthy.
Yeah, but it's all about balance.
Yeah, like jumping off of that 4-story parking garage looked so healthy.
Dude,
I understand. I understand what you're saying. Like that's
Maybe he's just
easily-
talking about like taking care of his body so that it's healthy enough to be able to do stuff like that without crazy repercussions, right?
How many years? Yeah, exactly. How many years do you think my got taken off my life from that stunt alone? Like honestly, because that had to have taken
I don't
had to
know.
have shaved a few.
So what did it hurt the most, your balls?
No, actually, the immediate thing that I noticed that was in pain after I like gathered myself, because I was kind of in shock. I was like, I literally out loud was like, how am I okay right now? Like I said that out loud because I was like so shocked that I fell through the tree and hit the fence and
Without
then was
breaking
able to
something.
get up and move, and nothing was like hindering me. Like I've like checked in with my internal organs. Like I really was like, okay, it doesn't hurt to breathe. I'm like pushing on
Did
stuff.
you think you
and
were
I was
dead
like,
when you were like?
I was like,
maybe?
dude, I was like very shocked, honestly. But what hurt the most was honestly my elbow, surprisingly. But it was because I think I hyperextended it because it's been almost 2 months since that stunt, and my elbow's still giving me grief. And then the second most painful thing was my spine. Like my whole spinal column was not right for like a couple weeks. I could like barely move. But it hurt more to lay down than to like be active. It was just like the pressure of laying down or sitting was worse than if I just walked around. So like the next day after that stunt, I went for a hike, which was probably not good for healing it. But I was like, I couldn't stand the thought of like laying down all day. Dude, it hurt so bad because to like get up to go to the bathroom or eat was like, it was very frustrating. Like the most pain I've ever been in for sure from a stunt.
What would that take
The-
off of his life? That was the original
question, yeah, how many years?
The real answer is probably cut your life in half because of all the views that you got is now encouraging to do something else like that.
Right.
So you're just gonna do it again?
Because like if nobody ever watched any of your videos, eventually you would just give up. But the fact that you're like multi-platinum viral,
Multi-platinum viral.
then you're just going to continue to do stupid shit because, I mean, to me it's not stupid, but the way the internet is seeing it is like this guy has a death wish.
Yeah, people are saying that.
And like they're just encouraging you to do something else.
No, they don't even want me to do something else. They want me to do that exact stunt verbatim again because I didn't die. They want to see what would happen a second time. It's like, no, that's as good as it's going to get. That's as lucky as it's going to get.
Why do people like stunt videos like that? Do you think?
well, I
Because
think-
the adrenaline.
I think like why do people like watching it or doing
Yeah,
it?
watching it.
I 100% people get secondhand adrenaline. Like people
Okay.
like said that to me. Like just watching that makes like them get kind of like nervous or like get like a little like adrenaline pump. Also, like that video honestly is like really funny. Like I've watched it and made myself crack up like after I filmed it because the fact I fell through a tree, landed nuts first on a chain link fence is like cartoon shit. That's not like real life.
100%. And the fact that you're not dead is amazing. But the thing is, I don't really like.
I don't like.
I don't really like on a personal level myself fail videos that much. Like if somebody does a stunt like that and walks off, like how you walked away from it, it's cooler to me because like you did something that nobody would do and you just walked away.
Yeah.
Because like if you just got totally mangled and like broke your back, it would be like, yeah, anyone can do that because like that's what happens when you do something like that. But the fact that you didn't get hurt, and that's what a true like stunt is, like making it something that nobody would do, making it look really amazing and out of control, but at the same time being in control and walking away and living to stunt another day. And that's
honestly, that's probably like the best definition I think of a stunt. Like is like doing something that could kill you and that looks like death defying, but is for the most part safe. Like literally what you just said.
That was really safe.
Away.
That stunt,
If you're
yeah,
professional.
really safe.
That one, super safe.
But the reality is, like, what the people commenting don't realize is, like, they use stunts like that in movies. I shouldn't say all the time, but
back in the day,
they do.
Or sometimes
they do.
Dude, no, you know the guy, not the guy, but one of the stunt doubles in Hot Rod fucking completely just snapped his femur in like the opening stunt of the movie, where he flips over the camper and hits the end of the landing ramp, and they used it in the movie, the shot, and like he just completely snaps his femur. The stunt guy, he probably got hopefully paid double at least after getting injured. Like, stuntmen get completely smoked, and they do have real safety precautions. Like, I take serious safety precautions, but you have to take leaps of faith and, like, push boundaries, or else nobody's going to give a shit. Like, literally, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean. In everything in life, though, too.
Yeah.
But, like, a stunt's just something that you can see that the boundary's been pushed so much.
And I don't want to fucking do that type of stunt again, at least anytime soon, because, like, but nothing was broken. I just had, like, a sprained back basically, but that's like bare minimum of what could have happened. So I do like pushing the limits, but I still feel fear and like don't want to get injured or die like other people, but I also crave the attention and the adrenaline.
So what's your main
That's honest.
What's your main reason for doing stunts like that, or
Right.
any stunt that you did in your life?
The main, yeah.
Like, honestly,
Honestly, no. This is something I think about like late at night, and will like try to find like a logical, like reasonable answer that makes sense. But when I actually think about it, I'm like, that can't be why completely. There's like a mix of like, I love doing it. I get off on adrenaline. I want to be remembered, you know, AKA want to be famous. I want to entertain people. I want to make people laugh or feel some sort of emotion. You might not laugh, but you might be in like awe or just be entertained. But I don't think it's like one main reason that like keeps me going. But I really don't know. Maybe like a lack of attention as a child or like trauma. Sometimes with certain stunts, I've looked back on it, I feel like I was almost punishing myself for like no reason. You know what I mean? Like when sometimes like if you drink too much or like maybe you're emo or whatever, like I really feel like me like pushing my body to the limits was me like feeling like I deserved to like get what's coming to me for no reason. You know what I mean? Not all the time, but like
self-harm.
Yeah, exactly. But it was like in a cooler, different, gnarlier, standout, acceptable way. But like breaking a light tube over your head, like, or smashing like thumbtacks into your body or stuff like that, like I almost wasn't satisfied with the footage if there wasn't blood or if I wasn't in a little bit of pain. Like if you walk away from a stunt and it didn't hurt at all and it went too smoothly, I'm like, was that even a good stunt? But if it looks sick and it looks painful, but it wasn't, that's like the gold. That's what you want. You want it to look fucked up, but not feel anything. But it's a weird, tricky thing that I would love to like see a psychiatrist or a therapist about to get a real answer. Because I could tell you all this bullshit. Like I love doing stunts so much. It's just my life. But I have been doing it for 12 years now. So clearly like something about it I love. I don't want to give up because I've been able to meet like cool people like you and like awesome opportunities and finally make a living off of doing it like slowly.
After we negotiate this contract that we were talking about.
Yeah. Dude, should we talk about that real
Hopefully
quick?
he calls, right? Should we see if he called? I was getting some vibrations.
So I literally film $1 million stunt clip and these people are trying to settle for $300. So I told them, you need to talk to my agent, Tucker F. Upper. I literally said that in the email. And
Khyler gave me your phone number because he wanted me to talk to you before he goes ahead with the signing the license. So I wondered if you guys have any questions I can clarify here.
Yeah, okay. So the agreement is 100% non-exclusive, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
The value can't be that low, just straight up.
Okay, I get it. I can definitely, tell them what you guys have in mind. Do you have any price in mind?
I would say I'm gonna say for a video of this caliber, I would say at least $1,500.
Okay.
Because you're claiming I could have got like at least $2K from selling this clip non-exclusive, but
I would say 1,500 was fair. Like we told them, yeah.
So we're waiting.
I
to
do
get a
think
call.
that, like you said, meeting cool people is part of it. That was never the reason why I liked doing stunts in the beginning.
No,
but,
I never thought about that. Was never.
But now it's like I've met so many people from so many different walks of life doing all the different things we do with our business. And I'd have to say that the true OGs in the stunt world, or just anyone that's been doing it for like an extended period of time, are some of the realest, down-to-earth people I've ever met in my life. Mm-hmm. Like the Dr. Dangers of the world.
Right.
And like you just aren't going to find that in normal life at a normal job.
No. And okay. All right. This could be like a closer to like the most real answer, like one of them. Because like I said, there's more than just one reason why I do this stuff. But one of them is I cannot stand the idea of working a regular 9 to 5 my whole life and not being able to travel, hang out with my friends, and just do fun stuff whenever I want to do it. And like having a regular job. Sorry, my phone's going off.
Does it grind? Does it grind your gears to have a normal job?
It sucks the soul out of me, and it like completely depresses me to have a regular normal job. It is not like anybody would agree with that, and people are like, oh, just suck it up, just get a job, and just be a part of society. But it's like I don't have to. No, why do I have to do that? I'm very privileged that I'm a white male in America, that I get to like have that option. Even that's awesome. Like I recognize that some people don't fucking have that option, like just born into that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but you're not just sitting around being like, I don't have to work and I'm not going to do anything else. That's the difference.
I am providing a service of like
entertainment.
Like, the whole point of entertainment is to escape from reality. When you watch a movie or play a video game or listen to music, you're trying to escape from reality in a one way or another, and like maybe like live vicariously through somebody's like adventures or whatever the case may be. And I feel like that is like a valuable service now that I think about it, because I used to go about it like, oh, I'm just some talentless guy, I'm not offering anything like real to society. But like people have like proven me wrong, that like they really do appreciate the videos and like value, like it's like of value to somebody to watch. So
how long is the tree jump video on Instagram? Like how long is it? A minute?
Dude, no, on Instagram, bro, it's only like 8 seconds, 10 seconds on Instagram. And then, and then the whole, you can go to YouTube and watch the whole thing. It was like 8.5 minutes.
Either way, the time didn't matter. But I don't know of maybe any other person who's entertained 20 million people with one single video, though.
It's crazy.
So the fact is, it might not be a service that people look up to, but you are 100% providing a void in the internet, a space that needs to be filled, because the audience for that kind of content is already there. Mm-hmm. It's just who's going to make it. Because like people watch it. The guy's not calling me on the phone to try and buy the footage because people don't want to watch it. He's buying the footage because people need it.
Yeah,
there's a feeding frenzy for that kind of shit.
And a lot of people with that particular video with tree jumping in that one, people have been curious about like what would happen if that, because a lot of people have those intrusive thoughts like, I wonder if I could make it into that tree. People are commenting this. Like, this is a real thing that goes through people's brains.
Have you thought about doing that?
Jumping in a tree?
Off of a 4-story building?
And I think people...
No, I think people look at that and they don't realize that you have been doing stuff like that for years. You know what you're doing.
Right. I do know what I'm doing, and it sucks that that one went viral, and I just look like I have no idea what I'm doing, and I just completely botched it. But it was just like, it was an accident. Like, there were, yeah.
I mean, how
is it
honestly, how's that botched? How else did
what were you trying to do?
How could you have seen that going any better?
I'm so
Okay,
confused.
in my
What was
head,
the plan?
exactly. That's the number one comment. What was the goal? The goal was to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
He's right though.
No, the goal is to fucking jump into the tree and get stuck or tremendously slowed down by the branches. Because if you could watch at least 10, 15 of my tree jumps, and I would say all of those, I get slowed down to the point of like a soft landing to the ground, or I get stuck in the tree and have to climb out. So I thought that would be the case. I would get stuck or really slowed down. But I hit a gap in this tree where there was no branches and didn't get saved till the last branch and got flipped onto my nuts. If I didn't hit that last branch, I would have hit the ground at full speed and probably fucking died or been a vegetable, like straight up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So there was that last branch that saved me.
The fence was weird
And
already, right?
what do you mean?
No, he bent it like that.
I bent the fence. The fence was a brand
Why
new.
did it seem? And when I've watched it twice. It looked like it was bent already.
Absolutely not. You trying to fucking take that away from me?
No. I don't know.
It's hard to imagine bending a aluminum fence with your balls.
Let's see.
Your balls bent that.
My
fence.
balls. It was nothing but balls. I promise you.
We're gonna see how stunts like this are used in movies. All right, so you did like a Rambo section.
Stuff. Yeah, literally.
Because of basically the Rambo stunt, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you put the Rambo costume on.
I put on a Rambo t-shirt and I put the headband on to be
So let's see this, everybody. Let's see.
Rambo.
So when it's done in a Rambo, everybody glorifies it as the greatest stunt ever. But when he does it online, he's a meth head. Yeah. So that's what the disconnect.
Don't watch movies and think like, oh, these people are stunting.
Yeah, like people like they're claiming this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
But if they watch this, they would say this is the coolest thing they ever saw.
So right here, he's doing a header. You can see
that's one stunt.
He's turned to his back. He's getting ready to, which is crazy. Where'd they put that? That's wild. And then
I wonder how much. I always wonder how much like people get paid.
Oh, hopefully this. I heard this guy broke his ribs, doing this tree on that segment.
All right, I put it in slow mo, so we'll watch it again. But. So I think there was 4 different stunts, 4 different falls included to make this sequence. So but he's in essence, he's doing exactly what you did.
Yeah,
what you did was gnarlier.
You're right. Well, because it was real,
and it was like, into a tree.
Like, how high is he actually?
That's pretty high jump.
That's a high fall there,
into boxes.
Right? Like so the first clip, he didn't hit the tree. It was cut to this clip, which is the second stunt.
And then, so wait, here's the tree right there. That's
and
pretty
then
high,
hit
actually.
the tree there.
That was
but there was probably a mat underneath.
Probably.
And then this is when, however, he probably just jumped from not too high, and then he broke his ribs, you said, right where he hits, I think.
It was probably...
Wow.
So he might have...
I'm wondering which part, like which branch it actually, like...
Breaking your ribs
got him.
Won't sound that fun.
There,
probably
maybe.
That one.
Yeah.
It had to have been that one, and then that one just
is actually the actor. That's the boy, maybe, right? Yeah,
yeah. So he did a quick little. He was fine, but that one before where he hit his
broke his ribs for sure. And it's crazy because there was multiple. Just for this sequence, there was multiple stuntmen involved. Is that true?
I don't actually know for a fact, but probably like you have like a high fall specialist, and then you might have a separate guy who's like more comfortable being a crash test dummy, falling through the branches, which I heard that they actually built like a separate branch, like a few branches, like that was not an entirely real tree, and I think that's why it was so stiff and why he cracked his ribs. Because I've jumped into a lot of branches. They're not usually that stiff to just stop you. They have more give, and that's why it works. It's a weird stunt, man, and it's really not that deep. Like, there's people that have like full-on like race war arguments in the comments section because it's like people are ridiculous and like to make it the deepest
some white
thing.
Kid shit.
Yeah, it is, and it is true.
It is.
It's fine. It's fine.
This is only white people.
And that doesn't
shit.
offend me. Like, so you really are ratting out like on yourself if you're racist, if you get offended by somebody saying this is some white people shit, because it is, and like I'm not bummed by it. Like, I'm just a white kid doing
apparently
dumb stuff.
it's Not, I mean, this is Jackie
No,
Chan.
dude, Jackie Chan is
There
actually
you go.
the
So
GOAT.
he hit that tree, right? And the branch broke there. And then he had like...
Did he break his back?
No, he had severe like brain damage because his skull got cracked.
And it's a shame
See,
that
it
they
said
like
right there,
literally filmed it
fractured
the worst.
skull. They basically missed it. This stunt itself that he got hurt on is played in the end credits. Look, the credits are going.
And they didn't actually use like
In
the
the
stunt
movie.
in the movie at all.
No.
They just botched it, and then they had to put it in the. That's crazy. I bet he was pissed, honestly, like that he got almost fucking killed for this stunt. Like Jackie Chan is such a innovator and like create. I don't know what you say, like the first of like doing like these type of stunts. I feel.
This is the one.
Okay, see.
So he breaks the branch, and look how it snaps, though. Just gone.
That's the thing is you never see me jumping into a regular tree, like any type of tree that's like not a pine tree, because like it just doesn't work.
And then this.
I've never had the
This
pleasure.
is the third tree jump that I could find that was in a movie, and this was our friend Mr. Kahana.
I leaped from a mountain to a tree,
That's crazy. That's sick.
and I rigged it, but I rigged it wrong. But I put a safety line on my leg, which was saved my life. What I did was I jumped from a cliff to this big Christmas tree, which was 100 feet, and I missed the branch that I was going to go on, so I fell all the way down. But the branches on the way down broke my fall, basically.
Yeah, he's got it.
He knows
The
exactly.
line that I had rigged on my foot kept me going slow.
There you go.
So it was a good thing.
Does he have the fall footage
But I
or no?
usually- The reason I haven't gotten killed probably is because if there's something that I don't think I can do, I don't do it.
There you go.
He's smart. I would agree. Yeah. Sometimes though, to be a legend, you gotta like just take a fucking leap of faith because like there's some things that I don't know if I can do it or if I like will be okay. But I usually like 9 times out of 10 I go into doing a stunt like I run all like the possibilities of it going right and wrong, weigh them in my head, and I'm almost like a little OCD and too meticulous about a stunt most of the time, which is like kind of a burden, but I don't know.
I think it just these videos give so much context to the stunt though, because it's like
it's a real
yours
thing.
was so gnarly, but like these guys, this is a real thing in
This
movies.
is back in like the 70s, or
And like Mr.
Jackie
Kahana
Chan.
literally said exactly what you said. Like the branches broke his fall on the way down.
Yeah, he didn't die or like probably didn't get too hurt, right? He said
He
he was
didn't get
fine.
hurt on that at all, I don't think.
It's crazy that he had a line attached to his leg though. That's wild.
And that's the thing, like a lot of people would be like, well, Mr. Kahana is too dangerous. Like the way that he teaches stunts, the way that he does stunts is too dangerous. But like the amount of thousands of things that he innovated and created and now have become like, well, I don't know about now specifically because of like special effects and stuff, but like that became a standard in the industry because him and his crew was willing to take the risk.
Yeah, you gotta have like the people who figure shit out first, and some people may get smoked or die, but it's like you're figuring it out though.
There's a couple casualties.
Yeah,
right?
no, seriously, like that. I'm not saying that has happened with him, but like that. Don't for like and in life, like how do you think people figured out what fruits are okay to eat and what aren't? Like you fucking have somebody try them all,
Cro-Magnum and shit.
like
back in like
way back in the day, but
BC.
like, and then like with fire, and then you figure out like the right ways to light yourself on fire, the right ways to jump. Like who the fuck figured out jumping into cardboard boxes was just gonna work?
Oh,
that's
these
like
guys,
the most insane
He
thing.
said that was a great idea. When I told him,
How did he even know that would work though?
was that?
That's insane, is what I'm saying.
I don't, because there's air in there.
Physics,
I
and
guess.
like I guess smart people, because when I'm looking down the barrel of a box, I don't think that's just gonna work. It's insane.
Oh yeah, you shot. Okay, so let's get into it from the start down.
Yeah, we're
So
Chilling in this.
should we take a break? Do you want to take?
we're good. We're good.
All right.
Alright.
So this is what I was
You
gonna
guys want to
say.
take a break? We can. Fucking maybe like get the.
Just for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, let's take a break. All
All
right,
right, yeah.
seconds.
Let's get the AC pumping for a minute. Yo,
check it out.
Check.
Check
we
it
good?
out.
We good?
Sounds good. Everything's good. All right, so I wanted to lead into this. So, damn, we don't have that on film.
It's fine. I got her.
Finley, are you gonna ask questions to him?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna start interviewing our guests soon, though.
Yeah.
In like a year.
That'd be cute.
That would be.
Give her
cute.
a little mic, like a little fake, like plastic mic.
She'd take.
Here,
over.
put her up. Show her the mic.
All right. What do you gotta say, Bean?
Oh.
What do you have to say, Stink?
Your hair's in the way, though.
You wanna hold this?
No.
Maybe next time.
Cutest thing that ever happened. And is that because you got so many strikes, or
Yeah, it's always strikes, but it comes out of nowhere.
how do you get a strike? For people who don't know.
You get a strike from breaking community guidelines, and for my case, it was mostly for dangerous or harmful activities. Sometimes I did have videos that like might have shown like butt or like some like light nudity, or maybe I squeezed in a little other type of, thinking I could slide a quick like shot or something. Because like, so back in the day, I understood some of the strikes. And I didn't care that the video got taken down. Like, it was like really quick in like a long video. I was like, I'll just throw it in the middle. I don't have many subscribers because I never like could grow my channel because the videos would always get like age restricted anyway. So they would just pretty much get like blocked from like being able to grow. Also, maybe my videos just aren't that good. No, like.
Do you think because you are now flagged as somebody that's already been terminated that it's easier for them to be like, we're just going to take this channel down too because we already know this guy's on the flag,
right.
the red flag list, basically?
Right, yeah, absolutely. Like you have your name in like a list essentially, like almost like you're in the algorithm.
Like a no-fly list.
Yeah, exactly. And I would say 99% of my videos do get age restricted almost immediately. They don't even have to look at the content. They know what is gonna what my videos consist of. So yeah, I'm on my third YouTube channel of like just trying to post gnarly stunts, and I've never broke like 5K subs ever because it just by the time I start to gain any traction, maybe people are just pissed that somebody like me would even gain success at all, so they just go and like mass report my videos, and then they just get yanked. I don't know. YouTube's a struggle, but there's like no other platform to like upload your videos. Like what's like another like Rumble, yeah. Nowadays, like Rumble is like a new thing, but like other like Vimeo, that wasn't real. I know you guys tried Vimeo. That was like
nah, it ain't like that on Vimeo.
Pick it back up. What were we talking about before we left anyway? Before we were sweating our balls off.
I
don't remember.
I don't remember, honestly. We gotta get her out of here.
Let's go, Finn. It's too hot in here for us anyway. Like, it's steaming.
Yeah, she's probably not still.
Say bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later.
See ya.
We gotta go to the grocery
She's waving.
store anyway. So we'll be back.
All right, Finn's leaving the building, sadly, but she just can't take the heat. I don't personally understand terminating people's YouTube accounts for YouTube themselves. It doesn't make sense to me because the terms of use were so different when a lot of the channels that they're terminating were started. Say like JJ's channel, POR.
Yeah.
When he created the channel in the first place, all the rules that had his channel terminated weren't there.
Right, prior.
So he should have that grandfather clause of maybe don't upload new content that continues to violate it.
Right.
But how did they terminate a channel from old videos? Because the only strike that we've gotten, which actually just turned into a warning, was from a video that was uploaded 8 years before the flag of the video came.
What, for what reason?
It was a video of my friend T-Word sleeping on the couch in my mom's house, and my other friend put cat poop in his mouth. And that was the video that got
a strike.
And was it because it was like unconsensual because he was sleeping and you put cat shit in his mouth? Was too like what was the actual like name of like the warning? Do you even remember? Because
like indecent or something like
it's
that.
like too gross. Like because usually,
which I understand, but like I didn't upload content like that anytime near the time period of the strike. So like I get it if you're continuously uploading content that you know is going to get you banned.
Okay, so the thing is, on this newest channel, I did like, I blur. If there was even remotely a chance of any nudity, like a butt crack or anything, I would blur it for sure. Anything too gory, which there usually wasn't, I would try to like move around that. I mean, a lot of stuff gets pretty like gnarly. Yeah, that's just like the name of the game. Like, I'm getting hit by a car, of course, that's gonna look violent, but I always try to like appeal the strike and be like, yo, look, this is like what I do. Like, this is like, I claim this is like how I make my living. I'm a professional, you know, like I know what I'm doing. I'm not just some like drunk frat boy, like just willy nilly doing these stunts. Like I think about like what I'm doing. Like it's like a real thing. But like I'm not the only one who's had like multiple like YouTubes removed or one at all. Like we were just saying, JJ with POR, my boy Degenerate from the UK got his YouTube removed. My homie Scummy got his YouTube removed recently, all because it was like too dangerous activities, just too gnarly. I think maybe Scummy's might have been like the drinking, because he'd have footage of people partying. You can't like post people partying now either. It's just ridiculous.
Do you think, though, because it's a subculture is being targeted, though? Because, like, YouTube's not making enough money.
Right.
A, because the advertisers don't care to advertise on that kind of content. And B, because the views might not be enough for YouTube to care about that subculture.
Yeah.
So they're just targeting it in mass and just taking those videos down.
Because if we could, I know 100%. If we were making YouTube money and somehow we're able to, like, move around all the age gating and like what do you call it, where you make it so the video can't get pushed. If we could make YouTube money, I think they would actually support us and like let us keep our videos up. But they're basically just kicking us while we're down. Like, we can't make them money. What we're doing is too gnarly. Okay, just get them out of here. They're useless.
Just leave the room.
Just pointless. Like, you shouldn't even be on this platform. Just like be done with you. I don't know if they're necessarily like targeting us, because it's like, is it just the YouTube algorithm looking at keywords and finding key shots to remove, or people have to go in and hand report these videos?
Well, that's another thing that maybe specifically that content triggers people to report it. Because I know some of my content's been reported, and I have like the most family-friendly channel online. So like, if my content's getting reported by people, you know damn well the other stuff is.
I think it's because people are jealous that I'm getting any sort of attention whatsoever from anybody because of, or for doing stupid stuff, and like these other people aren't getting attention, period. Not that they're trying to. So I think people just get a little like, I don't know why. Why do people get mad? They're like, why? Like, people get so furious to see somebody doing something silly with their life. I don't know.
I mean, I think no matter what it is, if you say silly with their life,
or stupid, crazy,
or stupid, like you're using that term, but like if they see somebody doing something that they love, that they like to do, and then being successful at it, it triggers people for sure.
The success part of it, because everybody loved Jackass. Like, who didn't enjoy watching Jackass or Wild Boys or Viva La Bam? And a lot of those people gatekeep those shows. Like, you're not allowed to try to recreate anything that's stupid on purpose for the sake of doing something stupid on camera. But you know what I mean? Like the whole goal is to entertain people by crazy behavior. That's like an already been done thing by Jackass that nobody's allowed to explore or like do their own version of. You know what I mean? Most people are like, you're just a Jackass wannabe. But the tide's kind of turning, and I've seen some people since Jackass Forever came out where they recruited new people. Everybody's like, this guy's got to be on the next Jackass movie. Like, Jackass has got to recruit you guys. People are tagging Knoxville and Steve-O, being like, yo, get this guy on the crew, basically. which nowadays I don't even fucking care. But when we were doing this stuff, that's like the ultimate goal. The other box just fell.
Just gonna have to roll with it.
Fuck 'em.
We tried to put the box up here to block the light, but I think at this point it's all right. Yeah, I think that
I'm not saying I wouldn't join Jackass if Knoxville or Tremaine was like, hey, we like what you do. Would you like to audition? We're actually going to make a fifth movie, which would be insane. Or we're going to make another TV show spinoff.
No, I get what you're saying, but at this point, that's like not your main goal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I'm not trying to be on Jackass. That was never even my main goal, is to be on Jackass, because I didn't think that was a possibility. That wasn't like a real option. Nobody knew they're holding open auditions to be on Jackass. The fact that happened for Jackass Forever is insane. That was like even an opportunity for other people. It was
even an option, right?
Yeah, like that they were bringing on younger kids, younger dudes to do this stuff. Like it was almost like they had their set cast and that was it.
The thing is, though, the reason why I personally respect you and other creators like you who make content that I personally like is because you didn't piggyback off of anyone else, though. Because like everything that you've done and the views that you've accumulated outside of your platform, because like your videos have gotten more views other places than they have on your platforms. And that's totally. 100% fact.
Oh yeah,
that's just
absolutely.
The nature of stunts. And then they can put it, like if that guy buys the clip, he can put it on 10 shows that they air, and millions of people could watch those shows and see that video and not even connect it to you. So like,
yeah,
the millions and millions and hundreds of millions at this point of views on your stunts, all of that was done from you and you alone. You didn't piggyback off of Jackass or piggyback off of anybody else. And see, to me, that is priceless.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't think of it that way. Like I didn't need like the approval of Steve-O or Knoxville or Bam, or like need their help or like want for them to see it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, I was able to get eyes on my stunts organically over time, which took a long fucking time for people to even want to look at my videos now. It's been over a decade, and I'm finally starting to gain that traction of people like noticing me and noticing my videos and connecting the dots, like, oh, you're this guy who also did this video, who did this video. And it's finally kind of like come together. But I don't fuck with people just because you have clout. I would rather film with you if you, sorry, I cursed. Fucking need to get better at that.
Just keep going.
I
want to hear this.
I like filming with you guys, down for the cause, and is like has the love in their heart to do stunts or whatever it is. I'd rather collab with them, hang out with them, and get to know them and make great videos than try to film with somebody who just has insane clout, but they're actually not, their heart's not in it, or they don't care. Like I'm just clout chasing. That's not like what I would want to do or what I would ever want to do or have done. I'm not in it to clout chase, and I'm not trying to play the game of riding coattails or become famous. I'd rather do it my way, and if it works, it works. It doesn't, which is probably not smart. I'm not, you know what I mean? I probably could have doubled like the amount of followers I have now in half the time if I would have actually like tried harder to do it their way and not my own way, which their way is like PGing, dumbing down my videos, collabing with like other like famous people, and I don't know, kind of like forgetting the craft of like why you do it, or like caring about how good the quality is and just like mass producing garbage.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of the videos that I make are, so I fell into like this category of like the junk, like storage units, flea markets, yard sales, literally junk.
Yeah,
like trash picking is our biggest hit. And I've been trash picking since I was literally 8 years old. So like it is things that I've always loved to do. And it just so happened that became very popular on YouTube over the last 10 years. But I know what videos perform well on my channel. And if I only did those and did more of those, our channel would be bigger and get more views. But the reality is, like, I don't want to just be stuck in that niche. Like, I talked about this in other videos before, but like, if you get stuck in a box and you don't create stuff that is in your heart to create just for the views or just for money or just for some reason that isn't true to yourself,
right?
you're going to lose the reason why you started in the first place. And then why did you even do it? You might as well have just got the job that you didn't want to get.
Yeah. It'll like I was about to say, it'll feel like a job and you'll hate it. And I think that kind of comes with the territory anyway of like grinding. Even if it's your dream, there might be days where you're like, fuck, this is like, I don't really want to do this today. Or like, this is like feeling like a job, but you'd rather be doing that job than a regular like office 9 to 5 job, right? Like, because work is work, but because you want to get paid for it too. You are busting your ass to like go pick these sites and like to put these videos together. It technically is work, but it's more fulfilling. That's I think what comes down to it at the end of the day, like what you can look back on of like what you've done with your life or throughout that day is like, do you feel fulfilled and proud of what you've done? With a normal job, fuck no. Sorry, you don't care about like whatever construction job you had or office job you had. You're not like so proud of it, and if you do, you're just like being brainwashed, basically, like tricked into loving your job. That's insane. I mean, some people might like.
No doubt that there is good paying professional jobs that people do enjoy.
Dude, I probably sound like an asshole. Like
no, you don't, because you're right for most people, and. That's why I just wanted to say that there is legitimate professional high paying jobs that people love. Mm-hmm. But the fact is it's a very, very small percentage of the population.
Right.
That's the only thing.
I think some people are just more grateful and like understand circumstances and can like bite the bullet, and like they have a family to feed. They have themselves to feed. They're not as like fortunate to be able to just like pursue a fucking pipe dream. You know,
no, you're right, but it's not a pipe dream once it becomes reality. That's the thing. Like, people have laughed at me my entire life.
I actually didn't know you were into picking for like a long time. Like, I didn't, because so you've liked picking stuff in junkyard shit.
I was doing that before I ever started doing stunts.
I had no idea.
We just started filming stunts because we thought that's like, I love stunts as well, but like we just thought, I never filmed the other stuff because I didn't think people would watch it. But when I started to film like scrap videos, and like going to the scrapyard or picking up stuff from the curbs, I realized like those videos got way more views than any of my stunt videos. And I was like, holy shit, what I'm already doing is what people want to watch.
Maybe it makes sense because your heart's so in it and you care so much about it. That's why it does better. Maybe.
Yeah, and it's just so natural.
More relatable too. Like the stunt stuff is so not relatable. But like, dude, millions of Americans or people all over the planet are fine. Like, there's an expression: one man's junk is another man's treasure. That's like literally what you're doing.
No, that is
100% what you're doing. So, and it's sick, and it's like you don't have to kill yourself to make a living doing that stuff, which is like there's beauty in that, honestly. But I've questioned myself. I'm like, am I doing this for like the right reasons, or do I still? Is the love the same as the love 10 years ago to do stunts, or like what are the goals? I think the goals do shift, or like, you know, I have friends that used to film stunts with me that have come and gone, and like the dynamic definitely changes, but I definitely love to do something risky and then come out on top and okay, and to be able to look back on the footage and then share the footage with the world. I'm giving free content, you know, to anybody that wants to like watch. I'm not making anybody watch me do something crazy, but if you want to watch it, it's there. I'm not, you know what I mean? But I just lost my train of thought.
No, I know what you're saying too, because like you're not trying to like charge per video or anything.
How annoying would that be if I just sat there and complained about getting hurt on that tree jump? It's like nobody forced me to do that. There was no logical reason for me to do that, just because I wanted to. And maybe there's like, I'm sure there are dopamine hits from like the likes, the comments, the follows. Like it feels good to know that people do care and are enjoying watching it. Like there's a dopamine hit there for sure. There's different dopamine hits of like filming the actual stunt with the adrenaline, the aftermath of like knowing I'm okay and I'm alive, watching the footage again, that like, and you get stoked on the footage. And then honestly, I had an adrenaline rush getting ready to post that video because I was like, dude, I don't know if this video is gonna like do well, and I have like the highest expectations
because it was so gnarly that you
so
knew
gnarly.
it could just flop.
I was like,
because like there's no guarantee online.
There's 0 guarantees. So like before I pressed post, like my heart legitimately was racing, which is crazy to think about. Like that was like a stunt in itself in my head, like putting this video out there.
We're basically grew up on the internet, watching the internet, making videos for the internet. But I wanted to say, in my world too, of like the picking world and the junk world, when I started, right, there was one other guy on YouTube that had any videos that were about trash picking. One guy. Dream Car is
Heavy
his channel.
competition.
No, he's a total legend. But my point is, after I started making content like that, and it started to get recognition and views, and my channel started to grow and pop off, there's like 50,000 now doing
Really
the same thing.
So you kind of like trailblazed.
Shout out to Scrap and Pout, man, Dumpster Marcus, to legends that have been in it for a while. And I'm not saying everybody is doing it because they just want to get views, but like, because they actually like it and they're good people. And there's plenty of other good people doing it. But like, there's so many fake people who are just making videos with catchy clickbaity titles and thumbnails that they know are going to get views. And they've never done any of that stuff before they started filming it for YouTube for the purposeful reason of getting views and making money. And that's it.
Right.
Not because they care about it.
If the end goal is to make money and or be famous, just stop. That's the worst reason to like do anything. Trying to pick up a hobby and your goal is to be famous or make a lot of money or get girls, like that's your reasoning for it. Like that's not pure in my head. That's not like a good enough real reason.
I've definitely done and said things in videos or in the past that I wouldn't do or say now because I've grown so much as a person.
Everybody's evolving all the time, even like from yesterday, bro. Like your thoughts are changing. Oh fuck, I keep wanting to say something and then my ADHD, I just fucking like forget what I was gonna say.
So what I was gonna ask is, you got a call coming? Is that
that's you?
Is that Gabriel? It's not. So I was just gonna say, and I know this is true because you're Gen Z, right?
Millennial. I'm on the like.
Are you a millennial?
Born in '96, so that's like the cutoff. Is 90. Like I'm like I could be Gen Z, millennial, like whatever.
So I'm a millennial for sure.
I'm like I'm
you're
literally
on the
like
cutoff.
on the cutoff like year 96.
So millennials
like
are the first group, and then the Gen Z even got it more of people who grew up truly with the internet, watching videos online, creating content that is purposefully to put on the internet.
Yeah.
So like the internet, whether we like it or not, whether it's planned or not, shaped our lives in so many ways completely.
Yeah.
I always say, without a video camera, my life would be 100% different. Most of the great experiences in my life and the great people I've met come from filming and using a video camera and uploading videos to the internet. So like, how does that affect where your plot in life now, like where you've come to in your life? How does the internet affect your life, I guess is the question. How has the internet shaped your life?
Well, I don't see a future without it. Like I don't see a future that doesn't involve like creating videos and like showing people, whether it's on the internet or in movies. Like I don't see a future that doesn't involve like creating stuff for the internet or whatever. And that was at an early age that I like kind of subconsciously decided like I want my future to be that at 15. I didn't try to pursue any other career, get a real job, or like learn a trade. I was like, I'm just gonna film crazy videos, upload them to the internet, see what happens. And I've had like all these random opportunities kind of like fall out of the sky because I've like, it's a part of luck and hard work of just like creating, putting it out there, and then the universe like kind of like comes back. You know what I mean? Like, well, like, all right, here's this opportunity, here's that opportunity. Because if I was just waiting for the right time, there's no right time to like upload a crazy video. Like there's no right time. You just got to do it. But that's a weird question. How has the internet shaped my future or like my life or my lot in life.
I mean, what you're talking about is perseverance is the term, I would say. Like you just continued and continued and continued, and
honestly,
and eventually you're getting traction now. But also, like, the opportunities did not fall out of the sky. You created them.
Right. Because I always thought that like, they weren't because of me so directly. It's like somebody that knows somebody that refers to me, which is still like Blow Up Guys actually was the first thing that was direct to me. And I got paid at 16 years old to make videos for a full year, which is pretty crazy. So like throughout my life, I've had a lot of opportunities where I'm like, this is my big break. I'm going to make it. I'm going to like have a career out of this, be famous. And then nothing really happens. And then I go back to doing my own thing. I'm staying in my lane. Another big opportunity happens. I have an MTV show. I'm like, this is it. I'm going to be fucking rich and famous. Like I made it as like a stuntman. This is my career. The season flops. Nothing happens. I'm like, okay, I got to go back to grinding again. Like the words that you and your brothers have like said in your videos and to me have like echoed through my brain of like, keep the dream alive and like, don't give up. Cause like, I don't see my life without doing stunts or creating videos. It would be really boring. And maybe it's almost like a curse that I have like created my my image as like a crazy stunt guy. And like deep down, I actually am like a pretty sensitive like guy and like normal. And I do care about my well-being, but I also like to do crazy make crazy videos and do stunts. But if I would have given up, whether it was last month or like 10 years ago, like I don't know what my purpose in life would be, which is kind of weird to say.
I'm just claiming I truly believe if I didn't pursue this path in filming stunts is what started and then just evolved into what I'm doing now. And it's all part of the same energy that I would not have all the great things that I have because those same people, like my wife included, probably wouldn't have came into my life because the first date we went on a photo shoot. And if I never cared about taking pictures or filming videos, like we filmed and took photos the first date, the chances of us hanging out and meeting and falling in love would probably be slim to zero. Right. If at all any. Probably none. Yeah, it's cliche. And so therefore, without my wife, I wouldn't have my daughter. And without me and my wife as a team working together, we wouldn't have our house. And we wouldn't have this. And we wouldn't have the opportunity to sit down in the shed that we worked and bought together through our videos to create this podcast studio to then have this conversation. Yeah, it's so weird to connect the dots like that. And everything does happen for a reason. Like, absolutely. I do believe in that. Like, even if it seems really negative and shitty, like, that opportunity wouldn't have led to this one. And it's crazy because, like, there's so many, like, just dicks. I don't know how, like, people online that are just so fake and full of shit and have, like, these giant egos. So, like, it's such a, like, a 180 or, like, such an opposite that you're a humble dude, but you make these crazy videos. So, like, I don't think if someone watched some of your videos that they would think you're this like normal, right? Or like this humble and just a regular guy that just like hangs out with his cat and feeds his cat yogurt and chills with his grandmom, on a Saturday night. I'm super chill, mellow, normal, casual. I can have a real conversation. I'm not bouncing off the walls all the time. I'm especially nowadays, like after getting sober even. But you would think somebody who makes these videos has to be on hard drugs, has to be drunk, has to like not be mentally healthy, like just like should be in an insane asylum. But like that's not true. I think a lot of people, like a lot of our homies that do crazy videos, actually have a really good head on their shoulders. Like most of them do, and you have to. And if you talk to like any of these other like Hollywood stuntmen, they're like really smart, humble, calm people, and just so genuine too. So genuine. And I think, do you have the same problem where like compliments are just weird? Like to like when people are like tell you like you're a really humble guy, like you're a really nice guy, like your videos are the sickest or whatever. It's just like awkward. It's like hard to like, because it's like when you act humble after being told you're humble or whatever. It's like, am I doing this? Like, am I actually humble? Like when people tell me like I'm a nice guy or I'm a chill guy or whatever, just like get in my head about it. It's like, am I that? I honestly don't think I'm that cool. Because I don't think I'm that cool. Because a lot of people like me for being me. Yeah. So like I don't have to put on a mask to be loved, and therefore I like that. Because like no matter what, people say, I wouldn't say the majority of the world, but there's a ton of people who wear a mask every day. And they can only take that off when they're in the comfort of their own home, and maybe even not even in front of their friends or husband or wife, or because they just are so fake so much of their life that they actually lose who they really are in it. They lose who they are. So like,
absolutely.
Like obviously there's so many personal things that go on behind the scenes that
we're talking about. The camera just cut. We're talking about different masks we have to put on, and being fake. Like
I was saying, like, obviously not my entire life and every tiny personal thing about me and my wife is going to be put on the internet. That's just unrealistic. But like, people genuinely, and some people hate me for being me. You know, they hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah.
No, they hate us because we is us.
Yeah.
They hate us because they ain't us.
That's not what it is.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. They hate us because we is us.
Same kind of thing, but like,
I'm always surprised when people like hanging out with me and they think I'm a cool guy, because I'm just chilling. I'm being myself. I'm pretty calm 99% of the time. I'm just hanging out being me, and I'm like I'm not like trying to impress anybody. And then nowadays, lately, I've been feeling like cringy if I am out trying to like gain that attention. Like I'm almost like losing part of that like childlike wonder of like being silly and like trying to like, and I definitely like have always loved that attention, but I'm like almost forcing myself to not be an attention whore, and that's hard. But like because you want to be liked by everybody, right? But
you want to be liked for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Like, and that's called just maturing though too. And when you're younger, I was in the same thing. It's like I did do certain things for the views or for people to like me, but like at this point in my life,
like I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to like, the mask thing is real. Like I'm trying to like, I'm wondering like, who am I? Like, how am I actually, like, who's the real like Khyler Vick? Am I actually this nice, cool, humble guy? Because I know I do have like a temper. I am kind of shy sometimes too. Like surprisingly with like what I do. Like I'm pretty like quiet, shy guy, but I'm also down to clown around. I don't know, like fucking hang out and like push the envelope and push the boundaries. I don't know. Maybe it's just not that black and white and that simple. Like I do have a lot of different like emotions or masks or whatever. I'm not like trying to be fake, but like you try to read the room sometimes. And I don't know.
And the
it's
layers,
weird.
It's hard to really know somebody too, because like the layers just keep coming off.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Like when you keep getting to know someone, it's like at first, you know, same thing. Don't read a book by its cover, because like
don't judge a book. Yeah.
Don't judge a person from like your first interaction. And it's like, it's hard because it's so easy to do, and everybody judges, including myself. But,
oh yeah.
But like, people are always judged by their past and things that they've done. The thing that I really have been trying to do is to see the good in that person, or to see the good in people.
Oh yeah, give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Even though they've done messed up things or haven't been, you know, the best person in their past. Dude. But the past doesn't define your future. And if somebody can step in and be like,
you are not your past. You are not.
Yeah. And if someone can step in and say like, I believe in you, I believe in your art. Like, I truly believe like in your stunts. I don't want you to get hurt. But like, I want you to continue to do something that's so important to you. And I believe in your ability to make a career out of what you've done and what you're going to continue to do with these stunt videos and that whole world.
Thank you.
Because honestly, like,
I just wonder what that looks like, because I don't know what direction's the right direction. Nobody knows. Yeah. Like, what does that look like?
It's like, how do you create a 6-figure business around picking trash?
Yeah.
How? I did it.
Consistency is key. And you just like, and doing it for the right reasons. Like, you just like,
it's like, just because somebody else never did it before doesn't mean you're not going to be able to put yourself in that position if you push hard enough. That's the thing.
I think just never giving up is like the biggest one. And it goes with anything, like working out, like staying on that diet, relationships. You know what I mean? Like, you can always like, you can choose to give up, or you can choose to like persevere with anything. Like,
it is what it is.
Like,
it is.
You know, staying sober, even like being just like a nice person. Sometimes it's hard to like be like in a good mood and, you know, be like a nice guy with any, I don't know. I'm fucking dying over here, man. I'm sweating fucking gnarly.
All right, so we can shut this down.
No, yeah, no. Do you want to keep talking? I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much went through all I had like written down, but I was just gonna say, like, I've talked about this in other videos about personally me and how it's affected me, but like, I would like to get your take on it too. Like, have you seen like, so you're pretty fresh at like really being huge on Instagram, like viral.
Oh, very fresh.
I mean, you're probably the only person I know who has a video with 20 million plus views on their actual personal Instagram page. Has this affected relationships and the way people look at you or treat you?
Not yet.
Because they're now seeing you almost as like a threat.
Either as a threat or as like somebody who's famous. Or like
So
somebody
really.
they could leech off of. No, it hasn't affected like my friendships. I don't think it's affected my friendships or my relationship with my partner or anybody. It's not like that. I think people, if anything, are treating me differently in a better way.
In a better way.
Where they're like, oh, like you actually have a reach now, and people do give a shit about what you do. We can make money off of you. We want you to be a part of this team. We want you to like feature this and that. People will send me free shit.
Like it's cool to know you now.
It's cool to know me. And my close friends will give me crap about like, hey, this guy's famous. Like in public, like, have you ever seen the blah, blah, blah video? That's this guy. They like will give me a hard time, and that like keeps me grounded. Like they don't treat me any different, which is good. I don't want to be.
Well, your true friends are going to be there for you regardless.
Yeah. I hated when people that I worked with or like if I wasn't close with, they'd be like, you know, this guy was on Jackass. Like, you ever seen Jackass? Yeah, he was on it. And now I'd be like, I was never on Jackass. It was like a weird, like, fake claim that I like disliked. Or just people would try to be like, yo, Khyler's famous. You've seen his Instagram? And I'm like, this is not genuine. Like, you're like, this feels like you're trolling.
They are, though.
Like, and I'm just like, I don't respond well to it because I know, like, you don't. I'm not like mad, but I'm just like, stop. Please stop
That's
trying.
Because
don't brag.
They're messing with you.
Don't brag on my behalf, whether you mean it or not. Like, don't be like, yo, this guy has 100,000 followers.
It's kind of funny, though.
Yeah, I'm just like, you can do that, but it's only funny if you're like my like actual homie. Some people will do that, and I'm like, we're not tight like that. Like, I'm not. I also sit and wonder, like, is what I'm doing just so cringy and like not even cool? Is it more like people laughing at you, not with you vibes? Like, do people care?
I honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
But are they still watching? That's the only thing.
Right. Well, and I've met a few people who are like, oh no, wait, that was you? You're the tree jump guy? Dude, I love those videos. Like, you're awesome.
I'm telling you straight up, like, Cut a Breeze, when we were looking at the roof jump, I was like, this is the guy. Like, because he was worried about it. He's like, do you think he'll sign a release? Because, like, I'm not trying to get sued. And I was like, yeah, he'll sign a release, whatever. But I was like, dude, look at his Instagram. Showed him the tree jump video. And he was like, I saw that video before. And I was like, what do you mean you saw that video before? He was like, I already have seen that video. I know the video. I've seen it.
Yeah, he's like, and he probably couldn't believe that was me. Like, that was like,
he was like,
damn.
this is insane. How could that be real?
So, like, the box jump is, like, pretty mellow compared to that tree jump anyway.
Yeah, way mellow. It'll be a good stunt, though.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've actually been, like, getting really excited to do that stunt in particular. It's been a while since I've had, like, a good, fresh, decently high fall, like, box jump. Because most of the time it's at JJ's crib or like the roof at my brother's house.
And it's a nice flat roof too.
Yeah. I'm used to jumping off of like the peaks, which is fine. Or like the ground is super uneven and that's a little sketch. Or you have like 5 boxes and 3 mattresses and it's just like not real. But I'm really excited about that one. And we also got some like other pretty silly, gnarly ideas that we want to film here.
Yeah, so we're going to be filming for the next, 3 days altogether. Today he slept all day, and then we got this podcast done. Yeah, and then tomorrow
we still could film something today though. There's like 2 or 3 hours of light left. We could do something.
Yeah, we got time. But tomorrow we're gonna do a sit down interview with Khyler and Robbie Beach. You guys know him from other videos. He's the film guy that we filmed the commercials with. And then the next day after that, we're gonna go to West Philadelphia and film some stunts. All right.
3, 2, 1.
With Cut a Breeze and Jay Smith, which you guys saw in the last podcast.
We might film some stuff in your backyard too. I think maybe you already said that, but I don't know. We'll see what we can get into.
Are you the real last question, the most important question?
This isn't gonna be real.
Are you dying to go viral?
What do you mean to go viral, baby? I am viral. No, yeah.
He nailed it. He knows.
Literally,
that's it, bro.
Literally dying to go viral. Dying. I almost died just to go viral for a couple views. No. Just like, dude, it's so funny. It doesn't matter. Sorry, one last thing. It doesn't matter what number you're sitting at. People will be like, all this for 500 views, or they'll be like, all this for 500,000 views, all this for 10 million likes. They just throw out whatever number.
All this for 5 million.
Yeah, like
50 million views.
It doesn't matter what the number is. If it's really small or astronomical, people always throw that comment. All this for such and such views. I'm like, bro, it's 20 million views. That's huge. What do you mean all this for that? All this for a couple likes. Pathetic. It's like, also, you don't even know why I'm doing this. And you're right. I wouldn't have done this without a camera. No shit. A lot of people wouldn't do things without a camera or another purpose. Like,
it's fuel for the fire, though.
It's fuel for the fire. Like, dude, you wouldn't tell an actor or a musician, like, oh, you wouldn't do this if you didn't get paid. You wouldn't do this without the camera. You wouldn't do this without the microphone. No fucking shit. Like, you're kind of right, but I don't think that's wrong. Like, is that wrong to that I wouldn't nearly kill myself without a camera present? Maybe.
I mean, you asked Dr. Danger. Most of his stunts that he almost died.
He's the realist, though. He's the realist. Like, he would be down to do it without a camera.
40 people in the crowd. It's on.
Okay, I think, but that's also like, would you be down to do it without any crowd, without any camera?
Oh no, it's entertainment. It's
entertainment. It's either live entertainment or recorded entertainment for the masses to live on forever. It's one or the other. But like, you are actually psychotic if you're gonna go hit yourself in the nuts or light yourself on fire with no camera, no live audience. Maybe a few of your friends, that could count as a live audience. But like, imagine you're just by yourself doing this. You're sick.
I mean, the fact that would even be a thing, like, people literally film themselves, and I do it too, buying a cup of coffee. So like, people film everything. Everybody has a camera in their hands at all times. This is like 2023. There's 5-year-olds who have iPhones that film videos. Like, every person in America is constantly filming their lives. They might not be posting it to the internet, and they might not have an audience, but they're filming themselves.
And those are the same people that leave those comments like, he wouldn't do this if he didn't film it. And it's like, you literally, like, he just wanted to post this for some views. Like, you literally posted a selfie with your kid like 5 minutes ago, and it's like, you're just mad because nobody cares about what you're doing and people care about what I'm doing. That's it.
Not the thing is, though, a lot of the people watching this,
they don't care.
They literally don't. They're so, like, this audience that's viewing this is so real.
If you're listening
that
to
it's hard to talk about things that are relevant to like our generation.
Right.
Because a lot of the people watching are like double our age. They're so real that it's hard to like explain life now and like a 30-year-old.
See, I was around for the like tail end of like dial-up internet. Like, I still, like, I knew what that was like. That's why I'd consider myself more of a millennial than a Gen Z. Well, you definitely were, but like, I do remember like house phones and stuff. Like, kids nowadays, like Gen Z, like, that's like the weirdest thing ever. Like, how could you like live life without internet? That's like such a like implanted thing. I was gonna say, go back. You said we're living in 2023, but go back to fucking like ancient Rome times. Entertainment was still like a huge deal. Like the whole
the Colosseum,
bro. Like, people are like actually getting killed for entertainment, for the masses, and
not by choice though.
But it's still a force of entertainment, for a form of entertainment, nonetheless. Like,
imagine like a random person that like just got put in jail for doing something bad, and they were being forced to do the tree jump for a live audience.
Yeah,
and they were like sitting there with a gun, like, you have to do this because now you're in jail, and if you don't do this, we're just gonna kill you. So
you're right. That was a horrible analogy.
No,
I'll just go fuck myself. No, it is funny because nobody's holding a gun to my head to jump and to do this, and so like that analogy, it's like, yeah, you're right. I never thought about it like that. Was a jester forced, or did he just like to entertain the king, or was that like a more of a prison punishment type thing? Like what's like a
the levels of poverty back in like medieval times were so high that people would totally abuse themselves for a slice of pizza, though.
No,
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But like, it was still their choice, though. I'm just curious of like a village idiot or like a jester. Like, what was that all about? Like, or essentially being a clown. But I mean, it's just different. I'm trying to think of like doing what I do, but like in ancient times, like a similar thing of like doing something crazy or silly or whatever. If there was things like that, because dude, I guarantee there was cavemen.
I mean, the circus.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
yeah,
like circus performing was around much longer than video cameras and the internet. So like, people die in the circus all the time.
I guarantee there were cavemen that were hitting each other in the nuts with sticks and laughing at each other. Be like, "Yo, watch this!" Like, fucking do you right? Or maybe not. Maybe like the
100%.
I feel like there is. Like, there was a game that I invented when I was 16, 17, which where literally it's the most caveman game you could think of. Where you find a rock, smaller probably, and you throw it up in the air and you catch it with your forehead, and like you and your friends do this, and the first one to bleed wins. You don't really win. Nobody's winning. It's just the most caveman dumb thing to do.
That game explains a lot.
So dumb, right? Little rocks, or we do pine cones too.
It's called brain damage.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not a huge fan of getting hit in the head anymore. I used to do headshots because they were like gnarly and funny. And you have a homie that would do headshots a lot. Fucking Titanium Cranium was like
the king.
So gnarly. And like the CTE, he must be brutalized. But on the CTE note, do you want to get out of here, because I feel like we are losing oxygen in this room?
Yeah, we ran this pretty long, so thank you guys so much for watching.
You a real one if you stuck this late and you listen to everything. You honestly, like, whether you agree with what I say or not, just thanks for listening.
What he just said, whether you agree with anything he said, I said, we talked about, the idea is to just open your mind and open yourself to a different worldview. Mm-hmm. And like, I could just make the same content over and over again, but I've been trying really hard to diversify our content and our channels, and that's the idea of the podcast. So I do, and I'm not just saying this for the video I do really, really appreciate everybody who watched this video, who put a like on the video, a comment, and who supports us in doing things that aren't the same as what we do all the time. And show Khyler Vick some love. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel before it gets deleted again. And when that happens, you can always find him on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. He does. Coming soon, I don't know when this drops, but
this is your time to plug everything. Yeah.
So long story short, there's a website through Marty and Michael, these two Australian guys, who are launching a brand new website. I don't know what they're calling it yet, but literally it's going to launch in like a week. And I'm one of the main guys that they're featuring, where you can see all my uncensored videos, like old, new, and everything in between. This is a way to watch it. And it is a subscription-based thing, but it's supporting me and like what I can do to be able to keep giving you guys entertainment. And I'm finally able to like start to make a living off of the homies in Australia, Marty and Michael, and this new website that's coming out. So it might be out next week, honestly. So by the time this comes out, we could put a link.
And yeah, for real, everybody, like, even if this is not your cup of tea exactly, we do appreciate you guys sticking this out with us. And just,
you don't have to agree or like what we do, but just appreciate you guys giving us the time of day. And until next time,
clap it out, boys. Epic.
We just got done filming a podcast. I think it went really well, actually. We talked about a bunch of good shit. Hope you guys enjoy listening to that. I don't know if that'll be in this vlog or not, but we are looking at this little guy right here, trying to come up with what we want to do with this. Who am I kidding? Trying to come up with an idea. I already have an idea. You see that roof? I want to drop in from the roof and land into the mini ramp and then rock to fakie, hopefully. But what we got to do is get these wheels. Oh, see how these wheels are good? We got to do the same thing for these ones. So we got to break the motor that's inside. So these will be free flowing. The police car
could go like
gap.
3 ways. One, the worst way, which would actually be the best way for his like limbs, is he just rides off and just cruises it.
Oh, the worst way is a no fail at all and I make it. That's the worst one. You're fucked.
I'm just saying, like, realistically,
true.
for your like Instagram, you need to at least get fucked up a little bit.
Yeah.
So then the other one is you clip the edge, right? Like
yeah.
coping, and then the third one is like.
So wait, clip the edge in what way? What's the second one?
This way.
Okay.
But then the third one is like the car just goes this way.
Oh god, yeah.
And that's the best one. That's the only one that would really sell the clip.
I was thinking that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was $5. I would just hate for you to break it before you did the actual stuff.
Because I probably will break it doing the stuff.
That's fine. That's fine. We're not worried about that. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. This just gets I get a lot of joy out of this kind of stuff though. I'm not gonna lie.
So I would come from like,
so you'd be hooked in, like locked in, holding on to that tree branch, right?
Yeah. I'd be like right here, so just let it go.
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty straightforward, right?
That looks good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, no way, it's perfect. It could not get any better.
Literally what you said would happen.
It could not get any better.
There's not even a person in it to give it more speed.
There's no way it could get better than that. You have to admit.
Sketchy. It's like I wish I would have just done it before seeing what's gonna happen, because now I'm like guaranteed that nosedive is gonna happen. The clip, guaranteed.
Dude, sick.
I literally like missed your whole shred session. I missed the whole shred sesh.
Oh shit. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Good. Alright, that's been crazy. The last 2.5 days, basically, I've just been held up in here editing that video that you just watched. So, from the bottom of my heart, if you watch from the beginning to here, I, myself, my wife, my family, and Khyler all appreciate that so much. This is the longest video I've ever put on YouTube before, but I think it was worth it. So, officially, the second vlogcast we've ever done. This one we've really put in a lot of work on. So, thank you guys all for watching, really, for sure. And I'm going to be giving a giveaway. One of our Freedom to Dream camo hats right here is going to be given away on this video. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel. So this isn't our main channel, this is our second channel. So subscribe to the Strange Occupations channel. Leave a comment on the video. You know, it could be anything. If you could relate to this video in any way, if you liked it, if you want to see more like this, you know, anything, questions, comments, anything you want to leave, just leave a comment and like the video. So like the video, leave a comment, and be subscribed to this channel, and you will be entered to win this hat and a sticker pack, and it'll be sent to you free of charge. All you got to do is send me an email. Well, I'll email you, I'll comment on your comment. Why do people just drive by my house and just stare at me? It's so crazy. I will leave a comment on the comment that takes it and let you know, and you can email me and give me your address and I'll send it out to you. But I don't even know if I'm speaking English right now because I'm so drained from editing. I don't really think people understand how long it takes to put a video like this together, but we made it. We're here. It's online. So thank you all once again. The dream continues, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and love. Peace. So yeah, so you'd be hooked in, like locked in, holding on to that tree branch, right?
Yeah. I'd be like right here, so just let it go.
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty straightforward, right?
That looks good.
Okay, 3, 2, One.
Yo, no way, it's perfect. It could not get any better.
Literally what you said would happen.
It could not get any
There's not
better.
even a person in it to give it more speed.